when the money go. You don't slap, that's facts. If the money low, I'm a grand brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed, the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Burgess. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Shit. Check three. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Darnold completes it, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 65, man, 80.
Darnold on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
On second down now, it's Burgess. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Switch. Check. Crunch.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
It's out time, guys. It's out time. Slam. Watch twist.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Here's Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Carlson able to put this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Orbit. 50 seconds to Mike.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On third down, here's Lindsay. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Burgess. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
53, Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold is going to fire one deep over the... He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Darnold from the red zone now. And it's caught. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Out. Deuce. General West. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Ready? Pick it up. Watch that. Hey, check 24. No.
On 2nd down, it's Burgess. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. To throw is Darnold. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Preston Williams, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
21.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo gets it off to Freeman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, Haywood. 57 to Mike. 21. Here we go. 57 to Mike.
On first down, Garoppolo. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
13. 57 to Mike. Hey, Steve 6. Mike's 57 to Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get Block. Check Mike 57.
Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
53's the Mike. 53, check.
A first down throw, Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Hey, wahoo! Mike's 59.
Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo got a man open. It's Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. 180! Get the ball. Strong right. Strong right.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Well, fellas, here we go. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 57.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
57. 65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
On 1st down, Darnold. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Well, now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Darnold now over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10.
Mike spot 9. Mike spot.
Again, Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Darnold now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Throwing again is Darnold. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run here with Lindsey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Lindsey going to try and run it in. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let me tell you.
On first down, Burgess. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. I'm coming.
Darnold on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold, and that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Hey, zoom. Right there. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 58.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Here we go.
We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Right over there. Hey, Foxtrot. You're not ready. You're not ready. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Exit. 58's the mic.
Play action. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and...
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Past the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Banjo, banjo, banjo. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burgess. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That good for 22 and a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Garoppolo, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
58, right over.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Knight. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Broncos 15. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this, and all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
58, right? 5. 58, right there. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey,
on first down, it's Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Darnold. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Don't be mad. There's more coming.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood. Check. 57's the mic. Watch 57. You can't block me. You can't block me. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Here we go. Slack 80. Watch the run. Watch right. We got right.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo, the quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Freeman fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it. But they only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
58. Here we go, son. 58 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Donald on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Man out.